how to do the test. Are you a hose or are you a sponge? To tell how you are retaining or just moving water through you. Can you explain that one a little bit?
Yeah, I'm the daughter of a pediatric urologist, so we had a lot of hose related jokes, and he's also a comedian. But we had a lot of hose related jokes around, the dinner table and places that others would probably deem inappropriate just because of the type of surgery it was. So years and years and years later, I was always trying to find a way to communicate with my patients and to debunk for the media, et cetera, these ways of thinking about things that I knew to be incorrect. We should not be drinking half of our body weight in water. Like it isn't, everybody is not going to be hydrated if they drink 8 ounce glasses, et cetera. Hydration is not about the intake of water. Hydration is about you having an optimal amount of water where it is supposed to be and available to be used by the body when it needs it. And the process of hydration, getting where it's supposed to go, has to do with electrolytes, with minerals, but it also has to do with the balance of hydrators and dehydrators. What are we taking in? What are we doing? That kind of thing. Things like when you have high blood sugar, the body takes water outside of it from the cells and puts it into the bloodstream, along with some of those electrolytes. We all know we sweat, or if we're really stressed out, that's going to affect our hydration. So we needed a way to talk about all of this. Well, I met Dr. Anoop Kanodia, and he was sharing with me, and he goes, "Oh, I like to focus on if you drink water, do you pee it out right away?" And so we started to talk. And I think in a presentation, he had been like a hose versus a sponge. And I was like, bingo, like this totally makes sense to me, right? So if we think about it, a hose is water in, water out. And a sponge is water in, retaining that water and having the water be able to be used for what its purposes are and go, where it's supposed to go via the sponge. So I like that as an analogy. And we can be a hose at one part of the day and a sponge at one part of the day. So like